The checkout line moved forward with agonizing slowness. Marceline Pryor felt her heart racing with anxiety. Her 3-year-old daughter Juniper clutched that precious cupcake. Young mothers know the weight of empty wallets. Marceline had walked 12 blocks through bitter wind. The corner store prices were simply too expensive today. Behind them stood a tall man in expensive clothing. His dark hair was perfectly styled despite the weather. Nobody recognized the Millionaire CEO named Cassian Renlock standing. The cashier's voice cut through Marceline's thoughts as she reached the front. She placed items carefully on the belt. Milk for Juniper's cereal, bread that would last 3 days, 2 cans of soup. Little Juniper bounced in the cart, her blonde hair catching the harsh lighting. She held her cupcake like precious treasure, unaware of her mother's financial calculations. "That will be $37.49, the teenage cashier announced wearily. Marceline counted her crumpled bills. $28 and some change. Her stomach dropped as reality hit. "I need to put some things back," Marceline whispered. "The milk and 1 soup can." The cashier rolled her eyes. "Ma'am, you are holding up the line. Please decide quickly." Juniper looked up with innocent eyes. "Mama, why are we not getting milk? I like milk with cereal." Heat rose in Marceline's cheeks as shame washed over her. She had calculated carefully at home, but prices had increased. Cassian watched from 3 customers back. He had chosen this ordinary store over his usual upscale market, and now witnessed something that stirred childhood memories. "Take off the milk, then," Marceline said quietly. "But, Mama, what about my cereal?" Juniper asked, her lip trembling. The cashier huffed. "Look, lady, either pay or get out of line. I do not have all day." The words hit like a physical blow. Marceline's pride, already bruised from months of struggle, finally cracked. "Juniper, we need to go home now," she said, voice shaking. "But Mama, today is my birthday. You promised special things for birthday dinner." The revelation hung in the air. Customers shifted uncomfortably, witnessing a child's birthday being dismantled by hardship. Cassian stepped forward. "Excuse me, I would like to pay for this family's groceries and add a few items." Marceline turned, eyes wide. "Sir, I cannot accept charity. I have my pride." "This is not charity. This is one parent helping another ensure a little girl has a proper birthday. Sometimes we all need someone to believe in us." He pulled out his credit card. "Please ring up their groceries again and add chocolate milk, animal cookies, and whatever birthday cake you have." Juniper clapped with delight. "Mama, can we say yes, please?" Tears threatened Marceline's eyes. "Why would you do this for strangers?" "My name is Cassian. 25 years ago, I was 7 years old in a grocery line like this. My mother counted pennies while I watched other kids get treats she could not afford. A stranger helped us, and I promised to pass that kindness forward." The cashier began ringing up groceries with newfound gentleness. Other customers smiled at Juniper's excitement. $68.37, the cashier announced softly. Cassian paid without hesitation. "Sometimes the universe puts us where we need to be. Today, I needed to remember what matters, and your daughter reminded me that kindness changes everything." Marceline wiped away a tear. "I will find a way to pay you back. The only payment I need is for you to help someone else when you can. That is how kindness spreads." 3 weeks later, Cassian offered Marceline an administrative position at Renlock Industries. Despite her hesitation, she accepted, grateful for stable work. On her first day, filling out paperwork, she wrote "deceased" next to spouse information and added the date, March 15th, 2 years ago. When Cassian reviewed her file, the name hit him like a blow. David Pryor, the safety inspector who died when scaffolding collapsed at his company's construction site, the accident that still haunted him. That evening, he called Marceline to his office. "I need to share something important. Your husband, David, died in an accident at our construction site because our safety measures were inadequate." Marceline paled but remained composed. "You are the CEO of the company where David died?" "Yes. His death changed everything about our safety protocols, but that doesn't bring David back or erase my responsibility." After processing this revelation, Marceline spoke quietly. "David believed in doing right, even when difficult. He would want me to give you a chance to prove his death meant something." "There's something else. I learned about David's brother taking your home and possessions. That's not legal or right." Marceline's composure cracked. "Thomas convinced me David had debts. He said the house needed selling, and I had no legal claim. I was grieving and believed him." "My legal team reviewed the records. David left you financially secure. We're going to fix this." Over the following months, Cassian's attorneys discovered David had left life insurance, savings, and a paid mortgage. Thomas had manipulated documents and stolen everything during Marceline's grief. The day Marceline received her house keys back was bittersweet. Standing in the doorway with Juniper, she felt David's presence in every corner. "Mama, is this where Daddy lived with us?" Juniper asked. "Yes, sweetheart. This is our home, and we will fill it with love again," Marceline replied with newfound hope. 6 months later, Marceline had become a valued in the company's safety oversight department. Her attention to detail and genuine care made her perfect for ensuring worker protection. One afternoon, Cassian found her working late on safety reports. "You don't need to stay so late." "Every report represents someone's family member going home safely. David would be proud his death led to changes protecting other families." Standing in the quiet office, both understood their connection went deeper than employer and employee. They had become partners in transforming tragedy into purpose. "Thank you, Cassian," Marceline said softly, "for showing me there are still people who choose to do right even when difficult. Thank you for reminding me what matters: kindness, justice, and honoring the memory of those we have lost." As they walked to the parking garage, both knew their story was still being written. They had found healing through purpose, hope through helping others, and quiet strength from choosing to build something meaningful from broken pieces.